Hello, Americans, other friends, subscribers around the world. Thank you, man. So I just showed, you can see the poles up. They are all fitted, notched, and lagged on there. And the lags, fix this damn thing. Lags, I've talked about it before. Here's an old, that's how I pick up all the, all the lags and everything. I have another old box that I picked up that, but man, like I've said, is I always pick up my fasteners and everything at swap meets, flea markets. Man, auctions are amazing. Estate sales are amazing for picking up fasteners and materials and stuff for building. And then Odo, which I could show, but I'll show. Odo was asking me about the if I plant the posts. And I thought I'd talked about it in one of the videos, but what I use for the posts, here we go, right here, is either a pier block like that or a pier block like this. The thing about one like this, it's made for a 4x4 post, man, great for decks and stuff like that. But, when my posts for my buildings are a lot bigger, so I'll set them on stuff like that. And then I always collect anytime, and I mean even half chunks, because you can set a post on that. And obviously, man, we're not in a hurricane, tornado. I mean, we get some good winds and stuff like that, so I mean, when you lock it all together, you're pretty solid, so my building's not, so the cabin or, one of it's not like it's gonna blow away, but I planted some posts, not on like on what I'm building right now. Man, the weight and the solid, once you get it all locked together and everything, man, it's pretty damn. Let's see right here. So now here's one right here. That mother is solid. So that one's just sitting on a pier block like that. That's holding up. That's a beam post. And same thing over here. This one sits on, this is actually sitting on a pier block thing here too. That's how I do it, man. And some people may think it's right, some people think it's wrong, and they wouldn't do it that way, but it's how I do it. And it works for me, man. And like I said, the thing about on this here is we're on this bed of rocks because this is, I've talked about it before, you can see down here in the creek bottom, I mean, it drops off about 6 foot there, and that's not even the creek, that's just more the little bayou slough I have, and then the creek bottom's here, and it's even more, but, and so we're up here, and they hauled in, man, rock and, asphalt and rotomill and all that, and packed this whole, this whole place was a, basically a swampland, a wetland, here, whatever, 25, 30 years ago, before we got, before when they were going to do the RV park, they came in and made this, this road in here, and then this landing, I guess you would call it, where the cabin's sitting, and out, you watch my videos, you've seen in the past the flooding and stuff that we've had and contended with and stuff like that, and, so we're up on this bed, but what I was getting at is as far as like digging posts, I do in some places, especially when we're more out, and depending on what kind of structure, what it is I'm building and everything like that. But the thing is digging in this stuff is, it's doable, man, but it is a lot of work. I mean, we dug out that what was it, a 6 or 8 foot, pipe running through that one drive, and got rid of that one driveway when we were flooding, and we dug that out by hand, man, picks and shovels. It's a lot of dang work, but it can be done. So I hope that answers your question, Odo. So most of the stuff around here is on pier blocks. Even the Vagabond, when I pulled in the my 49 Vag, house trailer, travel trailer, park model. That was one of the things way back when to be able to get, because there was no address for our place, and to be able to get an address, I had to drop the axles out from underneath my 49 Vagabond and put it down on blocks. And those pier blocks that take the 4x4 post is what I showed out there, is what we brought the, set the Vag on. So the Vag's sitting on, I think 10 or 12 pier blocks is what that Vag sits on. Them pier blocks, if you've never used them, man, they're pretty amazing. All right, let's see what else we can find. See, so I don't know if you can tell, man, but when I'm cutting those, especially when you use a reclaimed, reuse, recycle, man, when you get, that was 16 footers, two 16 footers, and I could have went out and dug. I've already pulled the nails on all these, so they were all ready to go. The other ones were shorter. I was only cutting, maybe a foot off. But man, when I cut up a length, man, it just breaks my heart. Because, man, especially when you're taking down old buildings, and you're getting old lumber, to get them lengths that are in good condition, man, it's you don't get as many as them, 8 footers and stuff like that's pretty common, but 16 footers without splits. But I did it, man. And that's one thing that I've learned with using reclaimed and using lumber, secondhand lumber and all that stuff, is when you have as many projects going on, man, if I did what I had tried to do or started to do before, I'd be like, oh, I want to save that for that wall, I want to save these pieces for that floor and all that. And that went on for a little while, man, when we 7 years ago or whatever. But the barns, taking down more. I think we've taken down 3 barns and old cabins, stuff like that. And I actually had a log cabin I was supposed to go up and check out, and I think he emailed me sent me his email, and he was going to be up hunting. I'm sorry, man, I didn't get back a hold of it. We ended up at vehicle problems was the, we still ain't made it through all those, but that was the main reason. But also those dang messages get shuffled down and lose it, man. I've thought about it a couple times. I'm like, oh, because he had a log cabin that he was wanted us to remove, man, and I'm still interested in doing that. If you're still watching, I'm sorry to get back to you, man. It's just crazy, man. My life's crazy. But anyway, so we've taken down like 3 buildings. I don't know what the heck I completely squirrel. Dude, I completely lost myself because I thought about that dang cabins, man. I hate that. I hate when I go and miss something like that. Cause that's the cool thing about, even the shack and these planks that I'm using, man, I've got them off of the old veterinary clinic, an old clinic. I've got old family history wood from places on Kitty's family's places and other family, it's just cool. So, but not only is my place 100% reclaimed, reused, but it's all from previous buildings, other than the lodgepoles and stuff, but everything else is from the previous history of this area in our county. Yeah, everything's out of our county, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Man, I know this is going to be short and sweet, man. I apologize, but I got to get stuff done. I'm going to get up and get these planks nailed on. The only thing, man, I've been pondering, Then I thought about putting them closer together is I've got to look out there to see if I have any more tar paper, because I think I might be out of tar paper, which I can do the planks, you know, and not use tar paper. I was just like for an extra little boost, but so I was thinking about maybe putting the planks, and then I'd have to use more planks, so we'll see. I guess the next time that you see it, you'll know what I decided to do. So, other than that, man, I want to get this so that I have one in the morning, because, man, I've been, just been plugging away, man. I know I didn't show all that much, but like I said a zillion times, man, it's hard to film yourself and actually get something done. And then I also did we had to run and gun for a little bit, and then I did a mountain junkers, do this, do that, so had to fill water, you gotta do all the, you gotta still keep all your chores up, plus get these videos out, man. So with that, please remember to like, subscribe, share, helps keep the lights on, the home fires burning, the propane tanks full, and it's about time to go fill them dang propane tanks again. And check out Mountain Junkers, man. I just put another video on there here just a little bit ago, or actually it's loading right now. And check out the links below. Help support the homestead. Check out our store. And thank you all for watching, and welcome to all you new subscribers out there. And good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya!